I am very happy to listen to you and welcome to today's class.
Thank you.
Guess what? Today we are going to talk about something so interesting. Today's class is going to be about travel. But previous to talk about the class, please, could you talk to me about your week? How was your week?
Okay, my week was very interesting.
Hi,
Okay.
that's great. Why? What
Mm,
happened?
okay. This weekend, I I met
Uh-huh.
I met with my friends, and we went to the restaurant, um, and we ate arrachera.
Hey, delicious. That's
Okay.
pretty good. Every time to be with friends, it's so nice. And were they friends from long time ago, or you meet regularly with them?
Okay, my friends. um, mm, we met often. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Give me a minute, please.
Yes, it's okay.
I'm sorry. My brother turned on the TV and the volume was very high.
It's okay. Don't worry. Well, you were talking to me about your friends and that you gather together, you meet very frequently, very often.
Okay. Mm, with this friends, we
Uh-huh.
we met occasionally.
Occasionally. Whoa.
Occasionally.
Okay. But here the most important is that you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Kenny. Gerardo, welcome. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
Excellent. Tell me, how was your weekend?
Well, my weekend was very good. I go out with my friends and my girlfriend, so I think it was great for me.
Hey, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
You regularly meet your friends?
Sometimes when I don't have to work or study at night, I I go with them.
Excellent. Pretty good. Okay, thank you very much. Guess what? Today we are going to talk about travel. And the question is, how often do you travel? What about you, Kenny? How often do you travel?
Okay. I travel around once or twice per year.
Okay, that's great. And what are your favorite places to go?
Okay. I'm from Chiapas, so my favorite place is San Cristobal de las Casas.
Great. Why? Why do you like it so much?
The weather. The weather is cold.
Gold.
Cold.
Oh my, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because the place where I live is hot and humid.
Oh, good.
So San Cristobal is the opposite.
Look at this. I didn't think that there could be a cold place in Chiapas.
Yes, it's the coldest place in Chiapas.
Oh, hey, that's very good to know that, because if any time I plan to go to San Cristobal de las Casas and I don't have a sweater, of course I'm gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, you need a sweater.
My goodness. Well, thank you for the recommendation.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you very much. Gerardo, what about you? How often do you travel?
Well, I think one or twice a year, but I always go to the beach. I love the ocean,
Oh,
so I love to travel to Mazatlan or Los Cabos.
wow, pretty good. And
Thank you.
what do you recommend visiting? Why Mazatlan or why Los Cabos?
Well, I prefer Los Cabos because the beach is more, how do you say, virgin?
Uh, Virgin, it's a virgin place.
Okay, it's a virgin place, so it's a great place to visit with your friends or your family. And I think it's more a good place to be there.
Yeah, a better place to go.
Yes,
Excellent. Hey, that's pretty good. Thank you.
thank
Okay,
you.
next time that I travel, I would consider to go to Los Cabos.
Okay, I
Thank
give
you.
you one advice. It's a great place to go.
Wow. Yes, I will consider. Gerardo, where are you from?
I'm from Torreón, Coahuila.
Ah, you are in the north.
Yes.
Hey, that's great. And Kenny is in Chiapas. Wow, that's wonderful. You know what? I think that I like very much this job because I can talk to people from all over Mexico and people from some other countries. And so it's a nice way to know more. Thank you very much, Gerardo.
You're welcome.
All right. So, Javier, welcome. How are you?
Hello, fine.
That's great. Guess what? Now we are talking about travel.
Okay.
And tell me, how often do you travel?
Oh, no, not very often. Um, the last time I traveled was last month. I went to Acapulco.
Wow. Hey, that's beautiful. Do you
Yes.
like Acapulco very much?
Yes, it was nice. It was for my uh, dad party. It was his birthday. We went to celebrate.
Whoa, that's pretty good. Excellent. And where are you from, Javier?
I'm in Mexico City.
Hey, that's nice.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay. Katia, welcome. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine. How are you?
Excellent. I'm very happy to listen to you. Katia, you know what? We are talking about travel. And the question is, how often do you travel? What about you?
Well, I travel once a year.
Okay. And where do you prefer to go?
Well, the last time I traveled was to Vegas.
Aha. Hey, that's great. And where are you from?
I'm from Morelos.
Hey, that's a beautiful place.
Yes, it is.
There are many good recommendations in Morelos. What if I travel to Morelos, what would you recommend traveling? Well, what would you recommend visiting?
Well, we have a lot of magic towns,
Hey,
like Tepoztlán, like Yecapixtla,
oh,
Layacapan.
hey, that's nice. That's so beautiful. And I think that, of course, Cuernavaca.
Yes, of course.
And, well, I don't know a lot about Morelos because, well, I live in Mexico State. I live in Ecatepec, but I am a good person. I promise to put my hand on fire, cross my heart. But, but somebody told me that the most beautiful in Morelos is La Laguna de Tequesquitengo, the Tequesquitengo Lagoon. But what do you recommend? Is it really the most beautiful place in Morelos?
No, it's not.
No? What's the best?
I like small towns like Tepoztlán, for example.
That's
No,
right.
I don't really like Tecasquitengo Lagoon.
You know what? Somebody told me also about Tequesquitengo that there is a very interesting legend about Tequesquitengo. Do you know anything about that?
I've heard about there is a church in the bottom of the lake or something like that.
A
Like,
church?
yes.
A church? Why a church?
Uh, something about an invasion.
A drone.
Something like that.
A drone? So you're talking about a drone of a town?
Yeah, yes.
Jesus Christ, that's so interesting. And how come?
I don't have any idea. I don't
Jesus.
really know the story.
Well, of course, it should have been a drone, but that's so interesting. All right. Thank you very much, Katia. Anna Jocelyn, welcome. How are you?
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to listen to you. Jocelyn, please tell us, where are you from?
I'm from Veracruz.
Wow, that's so beautiful. And
Yes.
and tell me, do you travel very often?
No,
No?
no, because work is very, I don't know how you say, esclavizante.
Slavery.
Mm,
So slavery. Yeah,
Yeah,
where do you work?
I'm working and um, bueno, I'm
Um, Maybe Jocelyn is having problems with her microphone. You know what? I think that it is the internet signal for her. Hi. All right. Yes, I think that she's having problems with her microphone. Okay, let's hope that she can work out with that. So guess what? Here we have some words that are very useful when talking about traveling. For example, here we have the word break, tour, tourist, picturesque, away, brush, safari, resort, hordes, destination, stunning guided crafts, etc., etc. So please, kids, do me a favor. Could you observe the words and select one word, one or two words, and do an example with those words? Ready? Ready? Okay. Who's first? Anybody? Hello? I am going to say the first example, okay? So I select this word, brochure, and I am going to highlight it. Brochure. Well, when I plan my vacations, I need brochures for having information about the places. Ready? And my victim is Javier. Javier, hello.
Okay, let me try.
All right.
Okay, when I go to the beach, I like to stay in a resort.
Oh, hey, that's great. Excellent. Very good example. Thank you, Javier. Who's your victim? Javier, who's next?
Okay, I choose Anna.
All right, thank you. Anna, hello.
Okay, teacher. When I go to a new place, I will stay in a hostel with not a lot of money.
Hey, that's great. That's a very good example. Thank you. Anna Jocelyn, who's your victim?
Um, I choose Javier.
All right, thank you. Well, Javier has already participated. But what do you think about Gerardo, maybe? Okay, I think yes. Gerardo, hello.
Hi there.
Hello.
Well, the wildlife in my favorite destination is amazing, and my favorite destination is Los Cabos.
Hey, that's great. Thank you, Gerardo.
You're welcome.
Gerardo, who's your victim?
Okay, let me check. I think Kenny.
All right, thank you. Kenny,
Hi there.
hi.
Okay, in next holiday, I want to visit the Montebello Lagoons or Colon Lagoons in Chiapas.
Wow, excellent. Pretty good. That was a very nice example. Thank you. Kenny, who's your victim?
My victim is Katia.
Thank you.
Well, if you're going to travel, you need a passport.
That's it. Hey, that's a very good example. Oh, and so nice. All right. So, Katia, who's your victim?
my victim will be Ga Gatonka.
Gabi?
Yes. Hello. Hi. I finished to enter to the class because I can't enter with the link in the email. And how is that I tell you?
Aha, you couldn't log in with the link.
Yes. Yes. What is your? I have to say.
Well, what we are doing, Gabi, is looking for the words that are in the screen, and then we are doing some examples about any situation with those words. For example, I would like to spend a lifetime in the beach.
Okay. I I would like I would like a short uh, lifetime for my holidays.
Okay, that's great. Okay, thank you very much. Any other word that you would like to use, kids? Do you want to have any other example? No? All right, let's continue. Look at this. Here we have some wonderful plays, but we are going to work now about comparisons. So I would like I would like you to do some comparisons between some of these places. For example, you know what? I would like to go to Rome, here to the Colosseum, but I think that it is farther than Chichen Itza. So I prefer to go to Chichen Itza because I think it's nearer. Okay, so what do you think about it, Kenny? Any other comparison? Kenny, hello.
Hi there. I am thinking about. Okay, I would like to now the Taj Mahal because
Ah,
it's a great place, but I prefer to um, listen in a opera music in the Bella Vista Palace.
oh. Why? Try to use a comparison. You could say that it's more interesting, that it's more
Okay,
beautiful.
because the okay because the uh, because uh, this palace in Mexico is near um more, how do I say barato? Cheap,
Cheaper.
cheaper, because the opera music is cheaper than travel to Taj Mahal.
Oh, yes, you're right. Hey, that was an excellent example. Thank you, Kenny. Kenny, who's your victim?
Okay. Gerardo.
Thank you. Gerardo, hello. Hello.
But I want, hi, I have bad connection, so I have an issue with the connection.
Ah, yes, that's it. We are so sorry. Can you speak now?
Yes.
Excellent.
Well, I always want to know the Coliseum, but it's too expensive for me right now. So I think I would prefer to know some place here in Mexico. I think, I don't know, Querétaro City.
Wow. Hey, that's so beautiful.
Yes, I know.
And you're right. It tends to be not so expensive as to go to Rome. It's cheaper indeed. Okay. So please talk to us about who's your victim.
Well, let me check the list.
Okay.
Well, I think a good candidate will be Veronica.
All right. Thank you. Veronica, welcome.
Hello, good night. Sorry for I'm a little late.
It's okay, Veronica. You know what? We are talking about places for visiting, but we are trying to use the comparison degrees. For example, you can say that the Taj Mahal is more interesting, but it's farther than Bellas Artes Palace, etc. Something like that. All right?
Okay, comparison like what is better or I don't understand.
Yes, it could be what is better, what is farther, what is cheaper, what is more interesting.
Okay, just these ones are in the picture.
If you want to say anything about other place, it's correct.
Okay. Well, I think that is the Colosseum, right? From Rome.
Yes.
Well, I think, well, I have not been there, but one of my sisters told me that in Tunisia, there are better than these, I forgot, these, like the Colosseum, are the originals, and the Romans copy these buildings or these structures, so are better the ones that are in Tunisia than the ones that are in Rome.
Wow. Hey, that's pretty good. Thank you. Yes, continue.
Also, for example, this is, I think is the beach is Tulum, right? The one in the middle. Well, Tulum is beautiful, and I think is one of the best beaches in Mexico, and maybe is as beautiful as the beaches in Vietnam, that also are really beautiful and are not very famous, because it's more famous, for example, Thailand or other countries than Vietnam, that has really beautiful beaches, and also Filipinas.
Hey, thank you. That was so interesting. I didn't think that in Vietnam could be such beautiful beaches. Hey.
Yes, one other sister told me that is really beautiful and it's really cheap, but all the people always choose, the more commercial places like Thailand or Malaysia and Vietnam or Filipinas, for example, and the beaches are as beautiful as the ones that we have here in Cancun, for example.
Wow. Hey, thank you. Okay, Vero. So who's your victim? Who's next?
Okay, Gabby.
All right, thank you. Gabby, hello. Don't be shy.
Hello. I prefer go to the fine arts because it is neither. the Royal Observatory Greenwich, that is located, I imagine, in Europe, for example.
Hey, that's great.
That's all.
Abby, thank you very much. Okay, is anybody missing? Did everyone participated with this activity? No? They missing? All right. Well, you know what? Now let's talk about this. Whenever we travel, of course, it is necessary not only to select going to go, but also to check that we have everything that we may need on our trip. For example, of course, our wallet, passport, cash, credit cards, an iPhone or a mobile travel application. What do you think, Kenny? What do you think that could be really important for you to carry on? Kenny.
In my opinion, one thing that I never forget is my passport, for example.
Yeah, that's it. And what else? What else do you consider so necessary?
Cash.
Yes.
Cash, because in the airport always we have how do I say antojos?
Some snacks or something that
Okay.
uh,
Okay. In the airport always we need some snacks because the 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 waiting time is very large.
very long.
Long, sorry, very long.
Okay, thank you, Kenny. Volunteers, kids, I would like to say victims, but now we are going to ask for volunteers. Who wants to talk about the important, the essential things when traveling?
Me,
Yes, please.
me teacher.
Yes, please, Anna.
I think the most important will be my phone.
I beg your pardon?
And cash. Hello?
Yes. You know what? We can difficultly listen to you, but well, I heard that you said that you would need cash, and I didn't listen to anything else. Hello, Anna. Oh my, I think that she's having problems with her microphone. Any other volunteer meanwhile she fixes this problem?
Hi, Veronica. Hello. I think I will bring my sunblock because when you are walking, sometimes it's a lot of sun, and that's very important. If you travel in a plane, I will bring my jacket because the air conditioning sometimes is very high, and of course, to have a schedule is really important to make a research of the place that we are going to visit because we have a short time to be there. So to have all the things that you want to visit, and that is very important. And sometimes some places, if you buy, I don't know, maybe trips or museums visit or whatever, it's cheaper if you buy it by internet in advance than if you are there. And also I always want to eat in a good restaurant or something, and maybe make a research too to find the place and maybe make a reservation. So maybe that things I will do.
Excellent. Thank you very much. You know what? You have given us kind of like a guide for travel preparedness. So that's pretty good. Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, Vero, thank you. So, any other volunteer? Anybody who would like to participate? Okay, Gerardo, please.
Hi, sorry, I have an issue with my connection.
Oh,
Well, I think when I go to travel, I bring with me, of course, my wallet, my credit cards, and my bag with all my stuff.
excellent. All right. Anything else that you consider essentials?
Uh, I think a book. It's
Aha,
important to me to read.
aha, that's it. For the long time that we have to wait, it is very good.
Thank
Excellent.
you.
Thank you. Gabby, please.
Well, I think the essential for travel is my wallet, my ID card, my passport, some comfortable uh, clothes, and I think it's better read about the place that you go, because you can take more vision to the places that you want to visit, and it's necessary if you don't speak the same language, uh, keep a dictionary or application in this on the in the cell phone, for you can understand the things. Maybe for travel, some snacks, because you don't know what happened during the travel.
Hey, you're so sensible. Yes, that's right. Sometimes we don't know if we are going to be hungry or that we will find something that we would like to eat. So yes, it is so recommendable to have something that we could eat. Hey, that was very good. Thank you very much, Gabby. Okay, anybody else? Any other volunteers? Hello, don't be shy. What about Kenny? Kenny, what would you consider as essential?
Pero por favor, igual, si ya te vas a dormir, si ya me estás dando las buenas noches, pues bueno.
Hello, Kenny, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. So, what are for you? What are essentials?
Okay. In my opinion, essential in this essential list, um, my wallet, my passport, cash, credit cards, and my phone, because I really like to spend time in Facebook or Twitter.
That's it. For waiting, for the time you have to wait, maybe in the
Yeah.
airport. Hey,
Yeah.
that's okay. Thank you very much. Do you know what? You talked. I don't remember. Maybe it was Gerardo who talked about some translators or some applications into your cell phone so that you can understand people. And I would like to talk about this. I would like to say that technology has really done really good advantages. It has advanced because time ago we needed, it was mandatory for us to know very well how to speak any language, or at least to speak a little, some vocabulary exponents or phrases that could be useful for us to survive in any other country. But nowadays we have applications that are so useful when you want to travel and you don't know the language of that place. But guess what? Well, of course, for an emergency, it's okay. But I consider that nothing much better than knowing how to speak the language. At least English, it will save your life in many countries in the world. Do you know about any country where it's not recommendable to speak English? No? Somebody told me that if you go...
Yes.
Okay, please, Vero.
Hello. France. They
Why?
hate the English, the English language.
I think that there are historical reasons.
Yes, of course they speak English, but if you start, it's better to speak Spanish first and then English, because they are really rude.
Whoa. Hey, I didn't know about France. I knew the same about Germany. So somebody told me also that if you go to Germany, don't speak English. It's preferable to speak Spanish.
Yes, in France, that is the same.
Whoa, that's a very good recommendation. And Gerardo wrote, I think Iran and Afghanistan. Yes, yeah, don't speak English there, Jesus. All right, and so, of course, in some other places in the world, English will save your life if you don't know, for example, how to speak Chinese or how to speak maybe, I think, Portuguese. But I know, I think that to speak Portuguese or to understand Portuguese can be a little easier. What's your opinion about Portuguese?
Again, I can.
Yeah, well, the question was if you consider that it's more recommendable to speak Portuguese or English.
Okay. I think English.
Why?
Because English is like universal and you can speak in almost every country. And Portuguese, not all the countries they speak. We speak Spanish, and if you talk with a person from Portugal or Brazil, you can understand maybe not the 100% they say, but you can understand maybe 80%. But not all the countries can understand Portuguese, but English, for the movies, the books, I don't know, for many things, are the companies, almost all the countries know some words in English. So I think it's better to speak English than Portuguese.
That's universal.
Yes.
All right, excellent, thank you. Okay, kids, anybody else who would like to add up something, to say something that we didn't mention? No, anybody? All right, you know what? I think that we should be thinking about what we consider essentials for our next trip, because Holy Week vacations are very soon. So let's consider what we are going to need. Maybe you would need to buy another tent. Maybe you would need to buy I don't know, any toiletries? Okay, so let's put it into consideration because vacation time is really soon. Okay, well, if you don't want to say anything else, any other commentary, then thank you very much for your attendance, your attention, and of course, of your participation, your brilliant participation. So thank you very much and have a very good night. Don't forget that we are meeting next week in the same classroom at the same time. Okay, thank you very much and have a good night.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
teacher. Good night.
Thanks to you. Good night, everyone.